Dear students, last class we were discussing about the basic unit of length, that is 1 meter, and it is represented with a small letter m we have seen. And we have seen two more smaller units. They are 1 centimeter and 1 millimeter. How many centimeters make 1 meter? That is 100 centimeters make 1 meter. And how many millimeters make 1 meter? 1000 millimeters make a 1 meter. These things we have seen. Today we are going to get familiar with some other units. Suppose if I ask you, what's the distance from here to Todupuzha? You may be answering 60 kilometers, 70 kilometers, like this, isn't it? What is the distance from this school to our town? It's about 1 kilometer. So the unit kilometer is very familiar to us, isn't it? Do you know how many meters make 1 kilometer? That is 1000 meters make a 1 kilometer. So when we say about this kilometer, meter, etc., we must have an idea how much it is. As I have shown in the last class, what is 1 meter or how much is 1 meter? I can show it like this. This much is 1 meter. So we have an idea how much is 1 meter. Like this, how much is 1 kilometer? We must have an idea. 1 kilometer is the distance from here to town. So such an idea we must have. Okay? Have you ever thought of the distance from Earth to Sun? It's about 15 crore kilometers. How much? It is 15 crore kilometers. It is considered as one astronomical unit, which is a basic unit to measure larger distances in the space. Okay, so there are still larger units we are using to measure the space distances, namely light year, parsec, etc. Do you know how much is 1 light year? 1 light year is the distance travelled by light in 1 year. Okay, 1 year time. Okay, so how much is the distance travelled by light in 1 second? Light travels in vacuum space is 3 lakh kilometer per second. If it is 3 lakhs kilometers in 1 second, we can calculate how much in 1 minute. We can multiply it with 60. Then we will get the distance travelled by the light in 1 minute. And if you want to calculate it for an hour, again multiplying with 60. And if you want to calculate it for 1 day, again multiplying it with 24. Again, if you want to calculate it for 1 year, you have to multiply it with 365 and quarter. Then we will get the distance travelled by the light in 1 year. That is considered as the basic unit. That is another basic unit to measure larger distances in the space. Okay. Now still one more unit is using in measuring the space distances, that is known as parsec. Parsec is 3.26 light years. Now coming to the smaller units, we have seen up to 1 millimeter. Okay. Now still smaller units are there. That is known as 1 micrometer. Micrometer is 1 by 10 lakhs of a meter. That means if 1 meter is divided into 10 lakhs, that part is known as 1 micrometer. Then still a smaller unit is there, that is 1 nanometer. Nano car and all you have heard, no? That is the smallest car in the market, isn't it? So nanometer is 1 divided by 100 crores. Okay, if 1 meter is divided with 100 crores, we will get a part. That part is known as 1 nanometer. Okay, now some questions have been given in this chapter. The use of plastic carry bags having thickness below the stipulated level has been prohibited. In which unit is the thickness of such bags expressed. It was a very common word in our discussion nowadays. Recently, government prohibited carry bags below than 40 microns. Have you ever heard of this word, microns? So below 40 microns is prohibited. Micrometer is known as microns. Okay, so below 40 microns carry bags must not be used. That was the instruction given by the government. Okay, now the distance from the earth to a planet in the solar system is 4 AU, 4 astronomical unit. What do you mean by this? The distance from the earth to sun is termed as 1 AU, 1 astronomical unit. So here what it is saying is 4 times the distance from earth to sun. 4 AU means 4 times the distance from earth to sun. Now find how many kilometer is 1 light year and write down in your science diary. Yes, we have made that calculation here. What you have to do? Light travels in 1 second. How many kilometers? It is 3 lakhs kilometers. Okay. If it is for 1 minute, you have to multiply with 60. For 1 hour, again you have to multiply with 60. If it is for a day, again you have to multiply with 24. And if it is for an year, you have to multiply this quantity again with 365 and a quarter. Then you will get the value. Okay. Now next question. Which is the convenient unit to express the distance from the earth to a star, Tiruvadira? What may be the convenient unit? It may be astronomical unit, I believe. How to measure accurately the length of certain objects? Whenever we measure, we have to take some precautions. The first thing is, as you can see from this figure, the scale must be kept properly. It must be straight. Okay. Then secondly, you must watch this reading in proper direction directly. You should not watch it from an angle. Okay. Like this precautions we have to take to get an accurate measurement. Okay. Thank you for watching my class. For time being, thank you.